are reactions harming channels? Short answer is no, reactions are actually benefiting the channels. So let's see what Necrit has to say about it.
The world of Riot MMO is already done.
Here, let's watch this video. Riot's MMO video. I said I was gonna watch this after the Wintergrass testing. Let's do it.
This is actually really cool. I didn't know any of this.
I didn't realize that League had such a strong foundation.
We have to understand one thing, is that everyone reacted to that video. Riot's MMO world is already ready, because no one knew about the background that we have in League of Legends. Necrit was the only one who was doing lore since day one. He knows the story, he knows the background, he knows the champion interactions, he knows absolutely everything. I mean, goddamn, in one of the Riot games, Necrit is a fucking character because Riot acknowledged him as a creator who knows the story, who knows the lore. So naturally, when Necrit placed everything together and made it into a video actually showing the viewers what's happening in the world of Runeterra and the world of League of Legends, no one had the slightest idea that the world is so big. So understandable everyone reacted to it.
This guy played Genshin Impact for 700 hours.
These are rookie numbers.
After I started dabbling in more than just League's lore, be it Riot's MMO or even entirely new games, I started drawing eyes from beyond my safe bubble. Which also meant that I attracted other creators who got interested in the topics I was talking about. And
Exactly. Not just creators, the Riot themselves got interested in that. We saw that in the MMO interview.
these creators often took over the content in the form of reactions. The concept is simple. A fellow creator takes your video and reacts to it.
And adds commentary. We're looking at the scale of different commentaries. We have the React number 1, where you're just laughing at it, adding absolutely nothing. Then we have a bit of a commentary. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm placing myself into. It could be better, but it could be worse. And then we have number 3 level of React, is where Asmongold is taking 5-minute video and turning that shit into 2-hour video. So you know.
Because their viewers are interested in seeing their opinion on it.
Yep.
But oftentimes, this is followed by a bit of a shadow. There are those who believe that this form of content might actually
Hold on, I need to move myself.
be harming the original creators. After all, the reactions are taking all the hard work from the original creator, and they are profiting off of it by simply watching it. Often,
You could say that. Straight up, you could see that. But on the other hand, we have to take into consideration the numbers. It's just a numbers game. The initial idea is this. That the original video is getting, for example, let's play with the numbers, 1 million views in a year, and reaction is getting 100k views, for example, right? Sure, it doesn't matter. Because reaction is exposing you to 100k new viewers who had no idea about the original video. So, in total, if we're looking at the impressions made, we're looking at 1.1 million to the original video. But I see Necrit's point. We're also reaching the point where holy shit, bro, I need to move. Where the reaction is getting 5 times, 6 times more views than the original video. But this is also the same thing in marketing. It's impressions. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. Sure, granted, hey, don't get me wrong. The reaction content is literally the laziest content you can make. There's nothing lazier in content creation than reactions. But if I'm showing something new to my audience, that's a win. If I'm introducing the content of someone who my audience didn't know with, the original content creator is getting a win. Why? Because he is getting eyes of the new audience on his content. Thus, he is growing. Slowly and surely. Look at the example of DM Diablo. I feel like that's the guy. Straight up Asmongold made him. Yep, that's the guy. This guy was DM Diablo. Was being shilling at 2,000 subscribers. Though granted, his videos are fucking amazing. Asmongold noticed one of his videos, reacted it to on stream, made a video about it. Because that's what Asmongold does. Long story short, my guy is chilling at 217,000 subscribers. As thank you for 100,000. Look at that. My life just completely changed 4 weeks ago. 1 month ago. 1 month ago. He was close to 100k. Now he's chilling at 200k. You know, that's a dub.
the reactions are taking away views from the original videos. But there are also others who believe that this is totally fine and that reactions are transformative.
Again, it depends on the reaction. Some reactions are transformative, some are not. Let's say you're watching TikToks, you're just laughing at them, there's nothing transformative about it. But if you're taking the example of Asmongold, who is taking a 5-minute video and turning it into a 2-hour video by adding his own commentary, that shit is transformative. But still, at the end of the day, it's a win-win. In this scenario, it's a win-win because that's a free marketing. At the end of the day, it's a free marketing. One of the ideas how you can make money. If you live in the countries where TikTok creator program is being supported, all you have to do, just straight up example, take Necrit's videos, cut them into clips, post them on TikTok. Necrit is getting, in this scenario, Necrit is getting exposure. He's getting more and more viewership. And for your work, for getting those clips done, you're getting goddamn money. Simple as that. That's a free billboard that Necrit is getting. So that's a big dub. That's a big dub.
I was indifferent on this topic. I never really saw it as a big deal, but then again, it was rare for people to react to the lore of Dr. Mundo. But ever since my Riot MMO videos blasted off, things got a lot more interesting. I got to collect some interesting data, which I am going to present to you.
1.8 billion views. Yep, that's right, game MMO. Yeah, that's the
And
video.
I'm going to show you how exactly people reacting to my videos affected my channel. So, let's get on it. I swear it's not a bait to put Asmongold in the thumbnail. Truth be told, there were times when I knew that people would react to my videos, so I altered the content to give people more entertainment for the reactions. Be it the easiest joke of my life about Nintendo 64 controllers, you have no idea what the universe is about, but you like MMOs, you're
This one was so fucking good. Chat.
your hairline is receding and you have a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
You might be asking
joking
why.
about
You might be asking why. Why Asmongold has a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
Line is receding and you have a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
He's fucking afraid. You might be asking why. Well, luckily for us, there is a picture that ideally depicts Asmongold's hairstyle. That is a Nintendo 64 controller. So understandable that Asmongold is afraid of it.
Or joking about people passing out. So reactions is something you can definitely play into if you do enough market research and you know what kind of audience you are going to attract. For example, I saw Asmongold reacting to a video where people discussed Riot's MMO. In that video they were just talking about tweets, and yet this was enough to make him react to it. Which made me realize we actually know a lot more about the MMO than just some tweets. So I went and made that massive video with the assumption that it would be picked up outside of just League of Legends. Which is exactly what happened. And soon the video spread rapidly. Which is cool because while the video is masked as me talking about Riot's MMO, what I actually did was teach people the lore of League of Legends against their will. But the question...
So Necrit is the villain. Because people are familiar with League of Legends lore now. People are getting hooked on it. And when MMO will be released in the 2035, people will be playing this game, assuming it's going to be as addictive as League of Legends. The only person who will be responsible for us playing that game is Necrit. Thus, we'll be blaming that guy. Simple as that.
Now is it worth it? Is it even beneficial to have people reacting to your videos?
Yes. Massively, bro. That's like having a free billboard saying, hey, watch this video.
Or will it harm your channel? In my case, the numbers revealed a really interesting fact relating to ratios.
Didn't ask, you fell off, blocked, unfollowed, reported, IP address 17163991177.
No, not that kind. After I released my first Riot MMO video, it decently quickly hit 1 million views, after which it stopped and then it slowly crept up close to 2 millions. And during that initial burst of views as other people reacted to it, the viewer ratios stayed consistent. For example, Soda Poppin's reaction got about 50% of the original video. This became true for both the first video and the second video. S-Fan stayed consistently around 17%, and Asmongold stayed slightly below 3 times the original views, because that's just the kind of content he does. But these ratios also stay the same when I was talking about Ghostcrawler leaving. No matter the success of the original video, the reactions always stayed consistent with the ratios relating to their own audiences. This taught me that, at least in my case, there was no way the reactions could be taking views from me. Because if this was the case, if the reactions were taking views from me, then after the new audience learned about my videos, and if you mirror that after my audience learned about the reactions, then over time, as I released more videos, people would have to avoid my videos and wait for the reactions to come out. Or in other words, my views would have to go down and the other views would have to go up.
But that's not happening, realistically.
But that didn't happen. There was no funneling of viewers and everything stayed the same. And that's for a very obvious reason. The viewers watch people reacting for the person who's reacting, not for the original video. They may be interested in the topics, that's why sometimes better topics drive more views, but they mostly still don't care about the individual videos. With that said, sometimes the viewers care about the original video. And when that overlap happens, that's when you get people mad that you are constantly pausing the videos. So let's not say that it never happens.
But I mean, sometimes you have to pause the videos, you know, just like we're doing right now, because if there's a moment when you can add something of value, when you can add a bit of a commentary, bro, you just need to pause the video, just simple as that.
It's just that most of the time, the viewers are watching the person, not the video. And in most cases, without that person, they wouldn't even know that video existed.
This, literally exactly the very beginning of what I was saying.
To put it differently, if I release a video that presents information about a video game, either people decide to watch it because they are interested in the information, or they wait and watch it for the reaction because they are interested in that reaction, not necessarily the raw information. In this case, I wouldn't be losing viewers because those viewers were not likely to watch my video in the first place. The cases where people are interested in the original video and they still wait for the reactions are very rare. And it only ever happens if the audience of the original video and of the reaction dip into each other.
Yeah, if we're looking in the same niche, I'd say we're not going far off because within League of Legends chat, I'd say we're overlapping.
In that case, people just watch their preferred creator. And this was later proven to me when people watched my videos that didn't do well. A perfect example is my quick rant about Genshin's updates. This was a quick experimental video that didn't do that well, and it dropped to around 50k views. But still, some people reacted to it, and instead of staying in their ratios, they got double the original views, because while my audience wasn't really interested in that video...
Yeah, we're going again with the idea of audience and the core audience. Necrit's core audience is built upon League of Legends. So naturally, people will not be interested in Necrit covering some other game, because they come for League of Legends. They want to see League of Legends. Simple as that. They see Genshin, they're not as interested as they would be in League of Legends content. Same happened to me. I did Diablo and I got 100 views. On average, we're getting 20 or 30k views on League of Legends video. With the Diablo video, we got 100 views. So let's just say I fully understand the idea of what's happening in here.
Their audience is in a whole separate bubble. And on that video specifically, it happened for both an audience that is close to that topic and even for a much broader audience. So even though my weird
Diablo videos were not recommended by YouTube algorithm. The algorithm doesn't exist. Well, it does exist, but replace the word algorithm with the audience. Audience are not interested in that, simple as that. I always get your LOL videos recommended, but Diablo never. That's because you as a viewer are not watching Diablo videos. You're not watching the gameplay. That's why YouTube is not recommending that.
video didn't do that well, others made it work. And this even worked on my latest MMO video about mounts, which also didn't do that well compared
I don't think we watched that video, chat.
to the others. But other creators still made it work on a really big scale. So it seems like it is harder to make an example where people are just blatantly stealing views.
But I mean, granted, we have to take into consideration of I'd say the thumbnail is different. Yeah, Asmongold's thumbnail stands out because statistically majority of the users are using YouTube on the dark mode. So granted, if we take a step back and if we look at this thumbnail alone in the dark mode, it doesn't stand out. Asmon's stands out. Maybe that's one of the reasons that contributed to increase of the previous ratio, you know?
Example where people are just blatantly stealing views. Even in the scenario where the video is just bad and people are watching it because it's bad and they wanna make fun of it, well, people still wouldn't normally watch it because the video is bad. At least that's until the video gets outrageous. That's a whole different story. So in summary, at least according to my numbers, did reactions harm my videos? No, they absolutely did not. And if they did, the quote-unquote stolen views would be in single-digit percentages. Which I am totally fine with, because people don't realize that reactions also have some benefits.
Exactly.
Besides the fact that sponsored videos will be better. For example, I put a Manscaped sponsorship into one of my 100k videos, which got later grabbed by other creators, and together they all multiplied the views 6 times. So they gave the sponsors just a bunch of free value. But there are also other hidden benefits. And although these benefits don't immediately reflect on the channel,
Giving sponsors free value. The question is what kind of value you did receive. Hey, I've got nothing against that. I've got nothing against that. If I'm reacting to your video, there's a sponsor, be my guest, bro. Let it play out. You get the bag. You get the bag. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing the laziest form of content creation, which is a react. So sure, granted, I will have nothing to say against the fact that you are getting a bag from the sponsorship, you know? But we're talking about only the views in there, only the impressions in the sponsorship. What about the referral link? If you include the referral link into your description as well, you're multiplying that and you're increasing the click-through ratio in total. So maybe the original content creator is getting even a bigger bag, which would be kinda pog.
from the long-term perspective, they are irreplaceable. Every time someone picks up your video, it spreads awareness about you.
Yep.
And it is this awareness that might one day save your channel. When Arcane released and I made my videos reviewing it and talking about it, it was the best month of my career.
Holy shit, bro. 1.5 million views, oh my god.
A big reason why this was the case is because Arcane dipped beyond just the normal League of Legends audience. It was very much a show that hit the mass audiences. But another big reason why those videos were successful was that people already knew me and they knew that I knew what I was talking about.
Exactly, he knew the core, he knew the history, he knew absolutely everything. He knows everything. When it comes down to League, Necrit knows everything. So no wonder people flock to his videos, because he has authority when it comes down talking to League, you know?
Because YouTube might have recommended them one of my previous videos. This immediately gave the video more authenticity. In a similar way, when you make content and that content then spreads into other audiences, in this case through reactions, you will have more people who know about your existence. And as long as they remember you, the next time they pop up in your recommendations, they will be more likely to consume your content.
Exactly. Plus, we'll have to consider the fact that one of YouTube's shenanigans, how the video spreads, is based on geolocation. Which means, for example, if you are chilling in Asia, and you're a content creator in Asia, getting your videos pushed in NA, in Brazil, in Europe is going to be rather difficult. Because the YouTube will be pushing those videos in the Asia. Same example in Europe. If you're a content creator from Europe, the audience will not be from NA, and it will not be from Asia. Because YouTube will be pushing your videos locally to Europe. But if someone from NA reacts to your video, like Asmongold, because Necrit is from Europe, now the entire market of NA is seeing something new, which they didn't see before, which is a content creator from Europe, because NA audience is getting NA content, European audience is getting European content. It is what it is.
I can give you a great example of a time this happened to me when I was watching someone. Some time ago, Canon had the interview with Ghostcrawler where they talked about Riot's MMO.
Yep.
That was the first time I saw Canon. After this, months passed and I dipped into gacha games. And suddenly, his video popped up where he was talking about one of the upcoming MMO gacha games. And I realized, I saw him before. That video was good. I might as well watch the new one. And this is the underappreciated result of React content. While in some cases you might argue that it is taking views away from the original videos, you can't deny that it is spreading awareness about the original creator.
Yep, at the end of the day, the pros, the advantages greatly outweigh the disadvantages and the cons of reactions. That's the basic summary of it. Love it or hate it, but it is what it is.
For those who stick with only one game and they make videos only about that single game, sure, this may not be that important, because spreading to other communities is worthless unless they are interested in that game. But for those who want to break out of their comfortable bubble, this will carry them far. In fact, this is exactly where I am right now. As League slowed down its lore updates for one reason or another, my channel could no longer be supported by League of Legends alone. And considering that I have a family to feed, I was forced into variety. And anyone who tried to make this step will tell you, it is brutal.
Visual is committing Sudoku. I said in one of the previous videos, if you build the core upon one game and then you switch the game, straight up is just jumping off the bridge. Minimum 70% decline. You had 100 viewers, you'll have 30 viewers. You had 1,000 viewers, you'll have 300. That's the best case scenario. That is the best case scenario. So for example, on average, they were averaging what, 100 viewers, give or take. Yeah, but we were playing Diablo, we had 30 viewers. If I would play Fortnite right now, would be dropping from 100 to 30 viewers. That's what happens. So yeah, there it is, chat. There it is. We have a League of Legends casual videos, meat and potatoes of my channel. 25k, 29, 27, 34, 22, 20, 19, give or take. You know, that's a simple average. And we have a bit of a React. Still in League of Legends. Still in the niche of League of Legends, we're looking at 8k, 6k, 2k, 4k, 11k, 5k. Actually fucking amazing. Not gonna lie, these numbers are fucking amazing. And then we have Diablo. 200, 200, 100, 220, 300, 500. You know? So yeah, swapping the game is a bit risky, not gonna lie.
And you really have to hit the rock bottom before you figure out what's good.
Yep.
But it is because there were people who reacted to my videos that now more communities know that I exist. And as a result, whenever I dived into other games, be it Warhammer or Genshin, people were more likely to support me, which I can tell you did not happen before. And I could feel this support the most on Twitch. Which makes sense because that's usually where the reactions come from. A lot of my viewers tell me that they started watching me because of someone who reacted to my videos. And now it is Twitch that is holding me afloat before I find good content for the main channel.
That's the basic premise of it. If you want to grow on Twitch, you have to have content on YouTube. Not necessarily your own content, but ideally you want to be on YouTube. Look at Necrit's example. He had his own content, but what helped is that other people reacted to his content. Which means you had one video of Necrit on YouTube, then we have 2 videos of Necrit on YouTube. Then someone else reacts, then we have 3, 4, 5. That's 5 times the fucking impressions. Which means, if you are streaming on Twitch, you had one viewer who was interested in you, then someone uploaded a video, then you have 2. Then you have 3, then you have 4, then you have 5. Simple as that.
The fact that Twitch is literally falling apart is not helping the situation.
True.
But it is undeniable that I can now continue doing what I loved doing because all the reactions gave me publicity, even if I traded some views for it. Without it, this channel might have been dead already. So no matter the size, no matter the audience, no matter how much you like or hate my videos, I appreciate all the reactions. And stay assured, I will always welcome them. Unless I end up doing something controversial. In that case, please ignore me. But truth be told...
No. If you're doing something controversial, then exactly everyone is going to react to it. Because at the end, that shit is going to explode. Bro, that's 3 views. Just saying, that is 3 views, brother.
I love making videos so I can teach people something new. But also to give them some entertainment. And if that entertainment also hits other creators, why should I be against it? Also, I totally didn't make this video to promote my second channel, where we release all the cool stuff that we do on streams, which also might include some reactions, but we
Hold on. Hold on, he has a second channel.
always give links to the videos. And at the end of the day, I gave people so much React content, and I made people a lot of money.
Actually true.
So let me be the content leech for once.
So he's doing React. Hold on, I need to see the second channel. Hold on. Why no one told me he has a second channel? The channels. Necrit TV2, there it is. Okay, which means we instantly subscribing. Bro, there's more content to react in here. Hey, that's a dub. That's a big dub. What do we have in here? Reacts to find. Okay, so we can react to his react. Long story short, reactions are not as bad as they seem.